What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It is Monday, May 20th, 2019, and in case you missed it, it is a great time to talk some Yankees baseball because they are now first place in the AL East after overtaking the Tampa Bay Rays this past weekend in really what was a thrilling three-game set with Tampa Bay. 2 extra inning games, one went the Yankees' way, one went Tampa Bay's way, and of course, Sunday, they blew them out 13-5. So we're going to strictly be answering your guys' questions today, and how do I get your guys' questions? It's simple. So go and follow at Yankees Avenue at NYY Home Runs on Instagram. All those links will be down in the description below. I get all the questions from there, and maybe 5 or 10 from YouTube too. But yeah, this video is strictly just going to be answering your guys' questions all about the Yankees and all the other good stuff. So we're just going to jump right into it. First question comes from Nick_Police. He asks, who returns first, Didi Gregorius or Giancarlo Stanton? That's a really good question. My gut tells me Stanton will return probably by about a week, only because Didi Gregorius, he's going to have to get a lot more at-bats than Stanton did. Stanton's definitely going to need a hefty amount of at-bats too, but you got to think, Didi Gregorius, he's been out since October. He hasn't had spring training at-bats, so he's probably going to be a little bit longer, but I'd say they're probably going to be within 1 to 2 weeks of each other. Next question comes from K. Rosenberg86. He asks, who ends with the most home runs on the Yankees? Only because of injuries, I'm going to go with Gary Sanchez. I mean, he's probably going to finish right around 35 to 40 if he stays healthy, but Gary Sanchez or Luke Voit. Dan Lederer 23 asks, send one person down, Luis Sessa or Chad Green? Obviously, Chad Green, he came back the one day, struck out the side, and everything looked great, and then here in the Tampa Bay series, he looked abysmal. So that'll be something interesting to watch, and we're just going to have to see how it plays out. Cody DeVayu asks, who do you think will be All-Stars this year on the Yankees? All-Stars, well, Gary Sanchez, he most certainly will be. He'll probably be starting. First base, Luke Voit, maybe. Probably not, but he might be. Gleyber Torres, DJ LeMahieu, they all could be. Domingo Germán, he definitely will be at this point. And a couple of relievers here and there. I'm sure I'm probably forgetting somebody. You guys can let me know down in the description below. Next question comes from TRX.King. He asks, anything on Sevy, Judge, and Betances? Yeah, so for Judge and Sevy, don't expect these guys back to at least July, probably after the All-Star break, to be honest. And Dylan Betances, you may be able to see him in late June. But of those three, yeah, I would say Dylan's probably the closest. Next question comes from Seamus_Devlin5. He asks, who do you think will end their career with more strikeouts, Judge or Stan? That's a good question. I'm going to go with Stan only because by the time their careers are up, Stanton will have more service time, so, more opportunity to strike out. Because Stanton was in the league by the time I believe he was 21. Judge didn't enter the league till he was 24, turning 25. So I'm going to go with Stanton only because, he's had more playing time, more time to strike out. Jay Hizzy asks, will Judge hit 20-plus home runs this season? All right, so Judge right now has 5 home runs, and obviously he was injured on April 20th. You say he comes back in the after the All-Star break. Yeah, he could probably definitely hit 15 home runs in the second half. So yeah, I think Judge will hit right around 20 home runs this season. Len_Loeb asks, any idea about Monty? Yeah, so Monty's been throwing. He's been progressing rather nicely. No setbacks or anything. I believe his timetable was end of July, August to be back in the Yankees rotation. I'm not entirely sure on that. I'll be completely honest. I'm not exactly sure, but I believe end of July, early August. Car_Apo asks, is Brett Gardner going to retire? I have no idea about retirement, but this is definitely, at least I would think, his last year as a Yankee. But he had a good run, good 10 years with the Yankees, and hopefully he's going to finish with 2 world championships to his name. EdYanks_ asks, what do you think about Urshela's future with the Yankees? Future-wise, it's tough to say. One, we got to figure out how good of a player he actually is, and it is getting to the point now where it's no longer just a nice story about Urshela. He's been playing well for, I think, north of 40 games now. He's still hitting over 330, and his defense is, ridiculous. So it's going to be tough to say. Are they going to be ending up like DHing Miguel Andujar down the line? It really comes down to what they're going to do with Miguel Andujar and how good Urshela, continues to be. Jar Vidal _asks, do you think the Yankees will have more home runs than last year? They're right around on track with last year. I don't think they'll break the record. Maybe they will. To be honest, I don't care. Win the division, that's all I care about. And obviously win the World Series. Steven Sylvan 3433 asks, if I were a Yankee and I hit a home run, can you cash at me $12? No idea what you're asking, buddy. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to skip you. Jake_the_psycho_avocado asks, who is your favorite MLB player? Aaron Judge. Easy. Jacob Dean Feliciano asks, what will the postseason Game 1 lineup be with everyone healthy besides Mickey? Off the top of my head, I can't give an exact lineup, but I'll give you the positional alignment. Catching will be Gary Sanchez, first base Luke Voit, second base Gleyber Torres, shortstop Didi Gregorius, third base will be either DJ LeMahieu or Gio Urshela. That we'll have to figure out down the line because you got to figure DJ LeMahieu's definitely going to play. It's just a matter of where. Left field will be, I got to think. I guess left field will be Stanton, center field will be Hicks, and right field will be Judge, of course. Jack__Dove asks, who is your favorite player? Aaron Judge. Jack_Minogue24 asks, who are your 2019 Yankee All-Stars? Already answered that one. And do you think Miguel Andujar will get traded? Do I think Miguel Andujar will get traded? Not this year. One, because, he looked abysmal this year because of this shoulder injury. But he just had the shoulder surgery today, so that could probably diminish his value a little bit. So I doubt if the Yankees were going to trade him, I doubt they're going to trade him this year. But I don't really see Miguel Andujar on this team long term. But if he can fix his defense and start, taking a little more pitches and walking a little bit more, I'd love to have him on the team long term. Alvin Graphic Design asks, does Frazier stay or go when Stanton returns? When Stanton returns, it's probably going to be Cameron Maybin getting DFA'd. But, if Clint Frazier continues to struggle, you never know. Ryan.Rody13 asks, will Domingo Germán finish top 3 in the Cy Young voting this year? It's tough to say right now, but obviously he's looked tremendous, and I don't really see him, falling off any bit. So if the season were to end this year, for sure. He's arguably the number one guy, arguably the Cy Young. So at this point, yes. Down the line, we'll have to see. The Box Turtle 57 asks, who's our best reliever right now? Yeah, so that would be a tough choice between Aroldis Chapman, Tommy Kahnle, and Adam Ottavino. But gun in my head, I'm going to go with Adam Ottavino, but all great options, of course. LM270727 asks, when is going to come back from injury Aaron Judge? So I'm assuming you're asking when is Judge coming back. Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't expect Judge back till at least July, probably right after the All-Star break. And unfortunately, Judge himself, he even said he's probably not going to be 100% the rest of the year. So that sucks. It's a shame we don't get to see another full season of Aaron Judge and another healthy season. We haven't seen one since 2017. And even 2017 wasn't really that healthy because, yeah, he played 155 games, but he had a nagging shoulder injury after the home run derby that really affected his play in August. So we really haven't seen a full season of Aaron Judge yet, healthy-wise. So hopefully he can stay healthy in 2020 and win the MVP like I predicted him to win in 2019. Cashin27 asks, do you think Clint Frazier gets sent down due to him struggling? And yeah, if he keeps struggling like this, he's going to be in an average below 200. But it's tough to say right now. We're just going to have to see. Twin Center asks, your code is NYYHR, right? Yes, it is. Twin Center, good kid. Good point right there to bring up. If you guys don't know, be sure to use my code NYYHR for $20 off your SeatGeek purchase. Helps me out a ton, can help you guys out a ton. So if you're going to any games, be sure to use code NYYHR. Gives you $20 off. SamHOPK1NS asks, World Series prediction. My World Series prediction is going to be Yankees, Cubs, and it's going to be the highest rated World Series since 2016. That will get some ratings, and that is going to be one fun World Series. But that's obviously just my prediction. Next question is Alembo1974 asks, will the Yankees sign Dallas Keuchel? No, I don't believe they will, and I don't want them to. Dallas Keuchel has regressed significantly. His K/9 last year, I think, was below 7, which is not good. Gave up more than a hit per inning. If they are going to sign him, or if anybody's going to sign him, I'm assuming he's waiting until after the draft at this point, so he definitely won't be signed for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. Probably 3 weeks, but I don't see the Yankees signing him. Will_Tobin asks, what's your favorite team besides the Yankees? I've never really thought about it too much, but I root for the Mets to do well when it doesn't negatively impact the Yankees. I guess the Mets, I'm not a Mets hater. I would have no reason to be. All I've known is success over the Mets. But I like the Dodgers. I like the Giants. Definitely no AL teams, but I guess the Mets. Grand_Minds_ asks, do you think Urshela playing so good played a role in Andujar getting surgery? No, because Miguel Andujar, this decision to get surgery, that was all his. He had to talk to his family about that. The Yankees may have suggested a certain thing, but when it comes to getting surgery, that was completely Andujar's decision. The Yankees, I'm sure, are a little more, comfortable with the idea of him getting surgery because Urshela is playing so well. But definitely didn't have an impact in his decision to get the surgery. Mason.Greenstein asked, when the big-name players come back, who do you think will get sent down or released? Cameron Maybin, he'll be gone. Kendrys Morales will probably be gone. And Troy Tulowitzki, I don't really see him having a future on this team, especially with Didi coming back probably right around the same time as him. Joe.Falcone18 asks, did you find the cap yet? Yes, if you guys don't know, on my Instagram the other day, at Dan Allen Rourke, I posted a picture because I graduated high school last year, and on my graduation cap, we were allowed to decorate it, and I made it an Aaron Judge cap. It was all about Aaron Judge. Pretty sick, so go and check my Instagram out to check that out. And this guy, Joe, he commented on it, asking if he could have it for his graduation next year, and of course he could because, I don't need it anymore. But I couldn't really find it, so I've been looking for it. Joe, I'm definitely going to keep looking for that, and if I find it, I'll ship it out to you. Tanner.Gorky asks, how about that 6th inning and how many games will we win the division by this year? Yeah, that 6th inning yesterday was nuts. Yankees scored, I believe it was 6 runs, and in And really what was a game that for a while it looked like it was going to be a frustrating loss, and then come the sixth inning they scored, I think it was 6 runs, and ended up blowing them out 13-5. And how many games will win the division by this year? I have no idea. I mean, I'm hoping we're going to win the division. I really think we will. But as for how many games we're going to win it by, not too sure. Colin.Bookie asks, favorite player who's healthy right now? Favorite player who's healthy? Easily Gary Sanchez, because Gary Sanchez is my second favorite player. He's having a great season. Struggling a little bit lately, but he's looked great this year. Alec_Campbell17 asks, will Chad Green get better and return to 2017 form? Honestly, I have no idea. 2017, Chad Green was probably, actually the Yankees, definitely the Yankees' best reliever in 2017. He was striking out guys left and right. They couldn't touch his fastball. But now he's, missing his location. His fastball's getting hit. And even in 2018, yeah, he had good numbers, but you could just tell he was not as effective as he was in 2017. So I'm not too sure, to be honest. He looked promising the other day when he came back and struck out the side in his first game back from AAA. But in the Tampa Bay series, he did not look good. So it'll be interesting to see, and we're just going to have to wait to see. Ryan Coast81 asks, who is a bigger threat, Rays or Red Sox? Red Sox for sure. I've always said that. Even when the Red Sox were like 5-10 games under 500, I was saying they're going to make the playoffs. And the Red Sox are still a good threat. Their offense is still as good as ever, and Chris Sale looks to be returning back to form. So it's going to be interesting to see, but I definitely would say the Red Sox are the biggest threat. I think the Rays are still a good team, but in terms of winning the AL East and in the playoffs, I would say the Red Sox are the biggest threat. Ryan Coast81 again asks, will Stanton and Judge still be able to make a big impact despite their injuries? I mean, you got to hope so. I mean, I figure they wouldn't really come back if they weren't going to, if they were too injured to be effective. So, yeah, for sure. I think they'll definitely make a big impact, especially Judge. Stanton's shoulder injury, I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. He is making a rehab appearance today with Tampa, but it still doesn't sound like he's very, 100%. So, I'm not too sure. We're just going to have to see. Next question comes from Emmanuel Mendez. He asks, is Germán's early season success sustainable, and what do you think of the innings limit? Is it sustainable? I mean, he definitely has the stuff. We even saw it last year when he was horrible. He has the stuff for it, so I think it's definitely sustainable. I'm not sure if he's going to be this great, but is it sustainable? I think it's definitely possible. And an innings limit, as far as I know, I don't believe the Yankees have set one specifically yet, but I'm sure he's going to have an innings limit. All I care about is that he's able to pitch in October if he's this good. Carl Butler asks, very optimistic about Didi Gregorius coming back and how much that will add much greater depth at the third base/shortstop position. Urshela and Didi look great together, don't you think? Well, I mean, they've never played together, but yeah, it'll be nice having Didi Gregorius back for sure. And that's only a couple weeks away at this point, which is awesome. Or probably about a month maybe. Carl Butler also asks, Clint Frazier and Maben platooning in right field, and your thoughts about the competition at the slot before Judge and Stanton come back. Well, yeah, Judge is far away. Stanton, at this point, barring no setbacks, probably about 1 to 2 weeks away. Clint Frazier's been struggling. Cameron Maben's been great, done all the Yankees could ask for. I guess, yeah, they're going to keep platooning in right field for now. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Brett Gardner. I mean, he's definitely not going to get released, but you'd figure he's going to get regulated to the bench when Judge and Stanton come back. How is the return of injured players going to affect the way the Yankees are currently playing? Will it be a positive or a negative? Cedar Beans asks. Negatively, I don't think it's going to affect them negatively. They're going to strike out a little bit more, a lot bit more, but the Yankees won 100 games last year with this team. They'll be just fine. JCool801 asks, some guys ask us as well, what would happen with Urshela, Glaber, DJ, and Didi when everyone comes back? Yeah, all those guys will be safe. Urshela, Glaber, DJ, and Didi, they're all going to have roster spots. How they're getting playing time, I'm not too sure, but Urshela will probably, I mean, it's tough to say this, but I'm assuming Urshela will probably be regulated to the bench. But he'll definitely get a fair share of playing time if he's still playing this well. The Berg asks, are you going to be doing a Stalin Castro player lock? Yeah, one day, man. Along with that Marlins franchise, I'll do that too. Donald Trump asks, go Yanks, Red Sox suck. Thank you, Mr. President. I agree with that message. Chaim Rubin asks, what will the Yankees do with Urshela and Frazier when everyone's come back? Yeah, we've already answered that. Xavier Smith, yes. What are your thoughts on Miguel and Dior being done for the year and the Yankees taking first? Yeah, I think Miguel and Dior getting surgery definitely was the best option. He was not effective at the plate whatsoever. He looked lost. And I think it's the best option. Get surgery, come back for 2020, and be ready to play then. Thoughts on them taking first. It was a thrilling series with the Rays. 2 extra inning games, one with the Yankees' way, one with Tampa Bay's way, and, of course, the blowout on Sunday. It was an awesome series, and I think the Yankees are going to be in first place for a while, hopefully, through the end of the year. Primetime Fortnite asks, who's going to be the MVP on the Yankees this season? Couple options. I mean, Domingo Germán right now, I'd say is my MVP, only because he replaced Luis Severino in the rotation, and the Yankees literally could not have asked for a better replacement for Luis Severino. He's 8-1 right now, leads the MLB in wins, has an ERA, I believe, of 2.5. Severino could not have been better than that. So I'm going to go with Domingo Germán. DJ LeMahieu's up there. Gary Sanchez, too. And Gio Urshela. That's another good option. All right, final question comes from Tony Tigre, and it is a long one. He asks, DJ, Urshela, Estrada, Frazier, Maben, etc. These guys have to stay in the lineup. I don't see how they could just pull them out from the lineup if they've done so much. I know this is a good dilemma to be involved in, however. What is Boone going to have to do? I'm going to gloss over the guys that you're talking about. So DJ LeMahieu, he is going to be playing every day. Don't worry about him. Gio Urshela, that'll be interesting to see what's going to go down with that once Didi comes back. Because you figure DJ LeMahieu will be playing third base a lot once Didi comes back, and obviously Gleyber Torres will slide back over to second. But Urshela definitely has a spot on this team, so he's not going anywhere. But he may not be playing as much. Thairo Estrada, he's done well, but I think it's guaranteed he'll obviously get sent down. Clint Frazier, depends how he keeps playing. I mean, if he plays like he did in April, you can't imagine he gets sent down. But the way he's been hitting since coming off the IL, I mean, can't stay in the big leagues the way he's hitting. Cameron Maben, he's probably just going to get DFA'd. He's done a great job, like I said, but there's not going to be a spot for him. And yeah, as for this being a good dilemma to be involved in, something that Michael Kay says that I really, really do preach is like, whenever these problems that people say is a good problem to have, yeah, it's a good problem to have, but it's still a problem that has to be worked out. So as for what Boone's going to do, it's really a matter of what the front office is going to do in terms of sending guys down. But one way or another, it's going to get resolved, and it'll be much better to have the healthy guys, back in the Yankees lineup. All right, so that's going to do it for this Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you don't already, be sure to go and follow me at Yankees Avenue and at NYY Home Runs on Instagram, and at Dan Allen Rourke on Twitter and on Instagram as well. And like I said before, don't forget to use code NYYHR for $20 off your SeatGeek purchase. And we'll probably try to do these Q&As weekly. I know you guys like them a ton. And yeah, I'll see you next time, and let's go Yankees.